It's a sad, sad, sad day. You set out on an adventure trying to create the master thief. And then you started the Thieves Guild quest line and realized you're terrible at stealing and thieving. You looked at your skills and you're like, what have I done? I leveled up the wrong thing. I leveled up the wrong thing. I'm gonna have to just delete this character. Start from scratch. Well, no you don't. Because you can just reset your skills, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. Started the Thieves Guild quest line last time. If you were watching, if you're not, you can watch it on YouTube, or I think it's archived on Twitch for at least 2 weeks. But yeah, we're gonna reset our skills because I realized that we did not put enough stuff into passives and all this other stuff. So you got medium armor skills like improved sneak, which we did put into that, so well, obviously, but there's other skills, especially in the I cannot remember how to even say that. But you know, improved hiding, I don't have any skills in that. I did get some late fingers, but you know, trafficker, all this stuff is stuff, and then obviously you want to put some skills into the Thieves Guild stuff. So I probably don't need to reset all my skills. However, I'm going to, because I'm just a little bit and a tiny bit crazy. So yeah, we're gonna reset the skills. To do that, if you're a part of the Aldmeri Dominion, let's zoom out of my map here. Zoom out all the way to the land of Tamriel. You're going to be starting right here. Well, not starting, but once you get to the main area of the Aldmeri Dominion, you're going to be in Auradon. And to reset your skills, you want to come over to Grotwood. To get to Grotwood from Auradon, this is where you start out. This is like the little where you get off the sheep. The sheep? Where you get off the sheep? Where you get off the ship after Canarthi's Roost, which is the first little training area type deal. This is where you'll be. All the way up here is, nope, right here, sorry. All the way right here. So that's where you start out. This is where you want to be. Skywatch. You'll go to Skywatch, and you'll come down to the docks, where you will meet somebody on the docks, and they will offer to take you to Grotwood, which is where we are right here. We're in Grotwood. And once you're in Grotwood, you can't miss it. This is where you'll land. You'll want to travel to the giant tree in the middle of the land, pretty much. And I got like a quest, so that's why there's this bubble here. And so you'll want to travel to this area right here. I have it marked exactly where it is. It's to the right of the tree. And that's this area with all these players over here. And what these players are probably doing is they're probably resetting their skills, and attributes, which is what we're going to do. We have the Shrine of Ariel, which if you click on it, it will give you this message, and you make a donation, quote unquote, of gold, and you can reset your attributes. Now, your attributes, this would be like your health, magicka, stamina. If you wanted to reset those, if you like all of a sudden were like, I want to make a tank build and all my stats are in magicka, you know, you could do that and reset all those. And then over here we have, well, this is the Shrine of Mara, and I don't know what this one does yet. Obviously, I haven't gotten to a point where I need it, because when I click on it, it just comes up this little message about what the altar is. But this is the one that you want if you want to reset skills, or just want to reset your morphs. Maybe you took a morph and were like, wow, I thought that sounded cool, but it's not cool. And so you just want to reset a morph and maybe not all the skills. So you click on it, say a little prayer, and depending on what you want to do, you can reset just your morphs. And for me, I'm level 15. It's going to be 300 gold. Or I can reset all my skills. And like I said, it's probably not necessary for me to do this now, but I'm going to do it just because I want to get a couple other things and really try to build this to be a sneaky thief character and not anything else. Which I kind of started building it toward by accident. It was almost like I was building it to be a PvP thing, which I definitely don't want to do with this character. I have another character that I'm trying to level up to do that. So anyway, we are going to do this. And I've never done this before, by the way. I found out all this information by the glorious website called YouTube. I actually have a list on my YouTube channel of helpful tips and videos and builds that I've found. So you can find that playlist, like it's a public playlist on my YouTube channel, which is just at RealDhop, you know, youtube.com/RealDhop. So anyway, here we go. There's no turning back, there's no undo. It's time to reset our skills. So we click A. Do you want to pay? And we've obviously spent a lot of gold because we only have 7,800 left, and we had a little over 20,000. So here we go. Yes, your skills have been reset. Gained 25 skill points. Goodbye. And there you go. Your skills are reset. You need to spend the rest of this time upgrading your skills. So let's find a quiet spot to upgrade our skills. Actually, it doesn't really matter where we go. Let's just go to skills. And you'll see at the top left, 26 points, because I had one that I hadn't spent yet. 26 points. And I have no skills. All of these abilities are now gone. I could spend skill points to unlock each thing. But we're going to start with the sneaking and thieving and, how do you say this? Legerdemain? Legerdemain? I don't know how to say that. Whatever. This is obviously something that you're going to want to improve and invest in if you're trying to build a thief character. So first, let's go to Thief skill. Swiftly Forgotten. Bounty is decreased by 10 after 3 minutes. Heat decreased by 8 after 3 seconds. So that's obviously a good skill to have, because you're probably going to get caught eventually. So we're going to get that. Nice, nice, nice. And it's a passive. It's not, all these are passives. So it's not something you have to put up on your bar. So we're going to get that. And like I said, I'm really early on, so resetting my skills probably wasn't necessary, but is what it is. Alright, reduce the cost of sneak. Yes, we want that. Increase your chance of successfully. Oh my goodness, we definitely want to be better at pickpocketing. Increase the number of fence interactions you can use each day by 120%. If you want to go around stealing absolutely everything and then selling it to a fence, there is a limit of how many things you can sell each day. So you definitely want to get rid or make that limit higher. So that's obviously one that you would want there. Now let's go down and see our wood elf skills. Let's see, increase stamina recovery by 7%. Probably important there. Increase your max stamina by 2%. Poison, yeah. I think we're gonna do both of these. Definitely invest. What I would suggest is get kind of like your main bar, like these first 5 skills right here, and then once you get an ultimate, you can grab an ultimate too. But get the, your X, Y, B, LB, RB. Get those skills just something you like. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have to keep it forever. But just get those skills right there set. And then start early on in the game investing your skill points into your passive abilities. You obviously want your race passive abilities. And then if you're running like, a thief build, you want to do stuff like this. If you're running, heavy armor, maybe you want to make like a big old tank, you want to do stuff like that. But you want to start investing into the passive abilities sooner rather than later, and that's something that I kind of learned the hard way. So let's see what else we got here. Weapon critical, not necessarily important because we're going to try to avoid the fight before we get into it. Increase your stamina recovery by 2% for each. That's probably a good skill to get. So let's max that out. Look at that. Look at that. Increase stamina recovery by 4% per medium armor equipped. And right now we're getting a 28% bonus on stamina recovery. So our stamina is going to recover really fast. That's really cool. And then reduce the cost of abilities by 2. We're getting a 14%. Sorry, I sound a little nasally because I'm getting a cold. But we're getting a 14% bonus on our stamina cost abilities because we're wearing all medium armor. Improved sneak. Reduce the cost of sneak per medium armor piece equipped. And then also reduce the size of your detection area while sneaking by 3% per... Okay, let's do that for sure. We got a 28 bonus for the first one and a 21% bonus for the second ability. So that's really good. We got 16 points left. We don't need to put any skills into heavy armor because, like I said, this is not a build where we're trying to avoid fights. We're not trying to go solo a dungeon, solo delves. If we want to do dungeons and delves, we're going to have to group up with some people. You might be able to sneak around, maybe. And you might be able to solo it if you see other players and just kind of follow them, just kind of like stalk them. And then increase weapon critical. We might do that. We're going to save that for later, though. We want to make sure we upgraded all our other stuff first. Don't need any Fighters Guild skills. You might want to invest in that if you were going to try to go for PvP and stuff like that, which I know a lot of people play Night Blades for PvP. I'm actually doing a Dragon Knight for my PvP character, but whatever. Who has time to play more than one character? I don't think we want any of these. However, if we got this, we could make a better bow. And we just unlocked the backboard with this character, so we can have equip 2 different weapon types and skill types. So we could do that and do like a sword and board, and we can make shields. I think we want to do dual wielding though with it, so we're gonna leave that alone for now. And I think that that's it as far as like what we need for Yeah, I think that that's gonna do it. Alright, so now we're gonna start putting stuff into our weapons. We have Snipe, which of course is awesome. And then we're also going to spend a skill point to morph it. And I like Lethal Arrow. Deals poison damage, always applies a poison status effect. Also applies Major Defile to the enemy, reducing their healing received. So I think that that's the best one. Or you could go with Focused Aim. Mark the enemy hit, allowing you to hit them from further away. And afflicting them with minor fracture, reducing their physical resistance. I like Lethal Arrow. It's like a poison arrow thing. We're definitely gonna go with that for our X. That's where I like to keep that skill. And you can put those skills anywhere. So now we have some choices. Let's check out the passives too. We might want to do that. Two-handed. This is something that we'll probably put on our back bar once we get two-handed weapons. So many skill points, which one to do, you know what I mean? Teleport Strike is a really fun one. This is where it's like, I don't know which one I want to do. Alright, so let's do Siphoning. I didn't like the Malevolent Offering. What this does is it says sacrifice your essence, healing you or an ally for 7,104 health over 8 seconds. If you don't know what that means, sacrificing your essence, it's literally, you're gonna, once you cast this, you're gonna lose health. So if you cast this with your health really low, you're gonna accidentally kill yourself. So be aware that this is going to take your health away, but then it will build your health back up for over 8 seconds. So, but I personally didn't like it, and so I would rather have Strife, which isn't the greatest heal, but it usually when you're in a bit of trouble, you can cast Strife, steal an enemy's life force, and will heal you for 25% of the damage inflicted for every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. And I feel like when you do that, you could just get out of trouble. So we're gonna put that on our Y. And then I like the, which one is it? I cannot remember. I wonder what strifes actually. I haven't seen the morph. Heal yourself and one other nearby ally. Or while slotted, you gain minor vitality, increasing your healing received. Well, considering we're just trying to build a sneaky thief, not necessarily go for a PvE or PvP build, I feel like this one, Swallow Soul, would be good. So we get more healing received while this is slotted. So we'll go ahead and morph that. I think that'll be good. After drinking a potion, you gain 10 ultimate. That's kind of a interesting passive. Alright, Veiled Strike. Attacking with Strike, sneaking or invisible, stuns the enemy. Yes, I love Veiled Strike. For sure. And with Surprise Attack, converts to a stamina ability, applies major fracture to the enemy, reducing their physical resistance, or while slotted, your movement speed while sneaking or invisible is increased. I'm going to do this because I like moving a little bit faster while we're sneaking. And then Shadow Cloak. Gotta have Shadow Cloak. Become invisible for 2.5 seconds, which is more than enough time. We're going to morph this. Grants critical strike on your next attack. Also grants minor protection when the invisibility ends, reducing your damage taken. Absolutely gonna do critical strike. I don't know if you can hear that baby crying. That was out of nowhere. But yeah, we're gonna do critical strike because what I like to do is I like to go invisible here, do shadowy disguise, and then sneak up on somebody, and then do concealed weapon, slice them with that. I like to do that little combo there. All right, increases my magic recovery. Casting a shadow ability gives you major resolve, major ward for 3 seconds, increasing your physical and spell resistance by. Ooh, honestly, I'm gonna go for that passive. I don't think I had that originally. This passive. So that's one benefit of resetting your skills, is you can get all the passives you want, and we are gonna do that one. We're gonna go ahead and max that out too, which increases health and stamina magic recovery by 15%. So we're getting a lot of recovery by doing these passives. So make sure you get your passives. And then we got 2 more slots right here, right bumper, and then our ultimate slot. Which the ultimates that we have Death Strike, ravage an enemy with a spinning attack, which I had that, and that one's not bad. Consuming darkness, conjure a ring of shadows around you, reducing enemy movement and speed by 70%. So if you want people to not be able to run away from you, this is probably what you want to go for. And I don't think I have. Oh, I do have this one. Ravage nearby enemy soul with a night rune, dealing 49/47 magic damage and stunning them for 3 seconds. An ally can target the affected enemy. Activate Soul Leech to steal 4,577 health. That's kind of beneficial if you're going to be doing PvE or PvP, I guess. But I don't think that we're going to go for that one. I don't have the ultimate for the bow yet. Honestly, we might go for one of these. Fire a burst of arrows in 1 shot. That could be good. Oh, you know, I forgot we have passives here. Might want to do some passives in this one. Yeah, let's reduce the cost of our bow abilities by 7%. Sure. Now we got 4 skill points left. We want to at least use 2 or 3 of them. Ooh. Decisions. No, not Fighter's Guild. Just making sure we've upgraded all the passives that we want to. Eventually, I like to get Keen Eye, which, if you're trying to make your character be able to do woodworking and maybe some woodworking writs and stuff like that, this just makes it to where you can see like the maple and the oak and all that other stuff. It will cause that to glow. So yeah. And then obviously Lumberjack Hireling. He'll mail you some stuff that could be, you know, upgraded, the little jewels that you can add abilities to your weapons with, or, you know, it might be wood supplies, but yeah. But I don't think we're going to do that right now because our focus is not crafting. So we're going to do... Let's see what Scatter Shot is. Oh yeah, I've had that one before. I don't think I've had Arrow Spray. So we're going to try this one. And then for our ultimate... Whoops, wrong button there. We're gonna try... I think we're just gonna go with Deathstroke for our ultimate. That's our best option at the moment. And then we could do Teleport Strike, unlock that, and put that on our other bar. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yes. Teleport Strike, and do we want to do... Let's see, Lotus Fan snares the target for longer instead of stunning them. Deals additional damage over time to the target and nearby enemies. Okay. Or Ambush converts it to a stamina ability. Grants you Major Empower, increasing the damage of your next attack. We're going to do Ambush. And look at that, we have no more skill points left at all. And obviously Ambush we're going to be putting on our back bar. But we don't have a second weapon equipped because we don't have... Let's see, where is it? Yeah, main hand backup. We are only carrying one weapon at the moment, which is our bow. But once you reach level 15, this will pop up where you'll have a main hand backup. And you can add poisons if you have poisons. Like, we're running a poison. But you'll be able to slot, like, if your main weapon is a bow, you can slot, like, a sword and shield, or 2 swords, or, you know, a 2-handed weapon, or destruction staff, or restoration staff. But anyway, that's it, man. That's it. Our character. That's resetting our skills. Let's go look at the character now. So yeah, here we go. Nice stamina recovery, 1,190. That's not bad. You know, I'm only level 15, so that's pretty dang good. And right now we got 2 into Magicka, which will probably reset these eventually too. We're good with it for now. But 2 into Magicka, 4 into health right now, 12 into stamina. This is a stamina build. And we have, right now, we're under the sign of the lady, which increases spell and physical resistance. And we have this also, this active effect, because of one of the abilities that we took. So yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm going to end this stream and start a different one, because I just want this to be a tiny bit shorter video. I know it was almost 30 minutes, but I want it to be a tiny bit shorter video because I'm going to put this on YouTube. So I will be back in just a minute. And if you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give a like and subscribe and leave a comment if you have any questions. Alright. Peace.